Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
On first down, Moreland, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll be brought down right around
good
37.
job.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, My list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
38-yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Warner. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Warner.
There you go.
Over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Warner to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, Moreland. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Whitaker, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
No, I need to get hit.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. To throw, Warner. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3, Steelers 0.
So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside
Good throw.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be Warner on first down. They'll roll him out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again. Warner. Incomplete.
Nowadays,
Why you come all the way back to the ball? That don't make no sense.
Because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Warner.
Tight end all off.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, come on, Howard.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Good job, guys.
Carlton Davis. The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action. It's Warner. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
There you go, Magic.
What a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
That boy good. We'll look at him drag that foot in bounds. He got good, man. Play magic, man. X Factor, baby. He got good. He got good.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points.
Welcome to the channel, Subscribe and strike a like.
I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation.
Oh, come on, you knocked him off. Stop the hit stick shit. Unless you're right in front of him.
9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Jones. Fighting through, and he's got space.
No, we had him for a loss. Come on, guys.
Almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Clip, too. Good.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Ingram. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Able to find Turner. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. First and 10 at the 19. Back to throw. Chapman. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
He took the guy off of him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25. 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Whitaker. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Whitaker. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Yeah. Really good
No
bullshit.
coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It's a game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off play action. Chapman. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Number 40.
From 13 yards out, and the Steelers have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Whitaker. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Come on, man. You good at doing holding, man.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
There you go.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Throw the ball that
And they
bad.
finally put it into this return. But not before he's all the way down to the 37.
That's some bullshit. He ain't throwing the ball nowhere near the receiver. Look at that. Ain't nowhere near him. That's some bullshit.
And this is an ill-advised throw right
No,
here.
quarterback
As it
don't throw that
winds up
fucking
being
bad.
picked off easily.
And Pittsburgh getting
And we got
set
the win
to
to our
take the
back.
field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard.
Come on, guys.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say, take it 1 play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly, because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards.
Tackle, guys.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
No, not Harrison. Come on, you this guy next week.
Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Chapman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Chapman. Now they go screen. It's complete.
That is some bullshit. They'll just make it happen when they want to. Come on, guys.
Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Chapman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I got 10 for 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Nowhere to go here. He
Good job, guys.
Football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Good job.
And he returns it to the end zone. A full recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Fumble 6, baby.
kicks away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far.
Oh, the Buccaneer
Let it
pressure
get him,
too much. Down he goes.
Good pop. Let's do it.
And he was plus 5 seconds there with the football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Room to run past midfield.
Hold it, bring it back.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jones. Flush to his right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Jones now on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Fumble on the play.
He was down.
Recovered by Pittsburgh.
He was down. He down. Come on, guys.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push. As we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Chapman. And that's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Chapman. And down he
He's up.
goes, a Buccaneer sack.
A loss of 14 on the play. And it's 4th down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st down, Whitaker. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. They get 5 out of that.
Good job, guys.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
Drag route.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
1st and 10.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Whitaker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He completes it to Hunt. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, Whitaker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Whitaker, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he's
Go back all up.
Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Chapman. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Come on.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being
got
stopped
14
just
for 15.
before the 35. 22 yards. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chapman.
You
And
set,
he's
guys.
going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Justin Matabike. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Jones to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Take my 4th and 4.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's going backwards 5 yards.
They'll
That's
lose
stupid.
yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, Whitaker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jones now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The give to Whitaker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Gain of 3.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Buccaneers 34. Steelers 21.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Chapman. That's complete to Turner.
The fuck was that,
He
guys?
gets this
Come
down
on.
deep into Tampa Bay
I don't
territory.
To number 89.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chapman is going to find his running back. It's complete. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Chapman. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Chapman.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down, Chapman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster, what it's going to be for him. Mistake-free football is exactly what he was after. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
And it's magnified with him being a rookie. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitaker, and he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They're able to locate Wilson.
Good job.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Whitaker, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Go to sleep, shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitaker. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Good job, guys.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that would hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing they're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
I'm gonna get that back to him. Oh, the hit stick. What kind of shit is that? Oh.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by
Then
the
they flip
fellas
the
in New
field
York.
going the wrong
And
direction.
if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. From the gun, Chapman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Chapman's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He'll find Miller, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw on 2nd down, Chapman. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Miller. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on.
Hmm.